let's try. Okay, I'm gonna test them. So we got here our auth service. I'm gonna sign up on the first. I'm gonna say well, in this case for 3, I don't know, Carlos. Just try. Okay, it seems that it's not found. All sign up. So let's add to our main file. Oh, sorry, it's our. I wanna import. Yeah, we're forgetting our out module, and also our JWT module. What else? App service, config service, our out service also can be out service in provided. In our controllers, our out controller. Out controller. So let's check our listing. Out sign up, out sign in. Let's try again. Carlos, come on, Carlos. Yeah, it's dumb. So you here you had the cache over cache. Well, you must not see this one, but I'm gonna delete it later. First name, last name, our email, our create ID. I wanna check my database. Give me a sec. Of course, it's here. You can see in the last one, Carlos Outlook.com, blah 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 blah, and blah. Okay. And now I'm gonna sign in. So Carlos.outlook.com, and this is a post also. I wanna use the same password. It doesn't need a name. I don't know why I'm sending the name. It doesn't need it. So let's try. Okay, we've got here our token. That's the token we are gonna use for the following service. So bookmark root and user root and whatever service you need. Okay. Let's continue. So let's go to our user controller. Okay, user controller. Give me a sec. As you can see here, just we got a method get me what is gonna show your information. Okay, in this case, first of all, I'm gonna say use gods. No, use gods. Use gods. Okay, I wanna say JWT God. You can remember JWT God is this one. Okay, it's an extension. It's like say JWT God. Okay, this is an extension. Just that. What next? Also, we don't need here this one. Get me. I want to create my own decorator. That's the reason I create this folder decorator. The idea here is to say get me. I wanna say at get user from our JWT user as user. Okay, like this one. User is come from here and user like this. That's the idea. So, but this one it doesn't exist now. That's the reason I want to create it here. So let's go to our decorator. I'm gonna create a decorator use get user as index.ts. I'm gonna say export asterisk from I'm gonna call it a get user decorator.its. okay, so let's create a file called get user decorator.ts, and here I'm gonna export a class no, a const, a variable get user. I wanna use the create param decorator from NestJS common. So create param decorator from NestJS common. Maybe a field you can pass it from parameter. And also the next one is a context execution context. This execution context comes from NestJS also from here. Execution context. Okay. We need to implement this field. So I wanna say const request, which is I get user, which is a ctx dot switch come on Visual, help me in this implementation. What is wrong here? I'm gonna say it on the file, okay. Perhaps it's because what about now? Yeah, that's it. That's the way, man. So switch to HTTP dot get request. Okay, request. If I sent a parameter, I wanna say return request dot user field. If not, just return request dot user. Now there's a problem here. This user comes from our strategy. Okay, you remember what is your user? Okay, this validate is returning the user. So when you authenticate it, this validate return our user. This user is gonna being stored in a user attribute, which is using in our request. Okay. and let me see if we've got some error here. Get user, of course, with users come from here. Save it. We already created get user. What about now? Okay, there is a problem with user. And this request is gonna be get IT user info, right? I wanna send it to here. What is it? Get user right? It's an extension just of request, and the reason is because we wanna create an interface for our this request represented by user attribute. Okay. So what is the error? What is the error here? It's complaining because we need to pass something or just unidentified it. Okay. If we send something like ID, here our get user decorator is gonna return our user ID. So a string, it can also receive a string. Okay, a string and another file and is equal. But in this case, if you don't pass any parameter, it's gonna return the whole user object. So let's try again. I'm gonna use my token. Maybe I wanna create another one. Well, it's token. I've got here our this test which sets our access token parameter variable in our environment in Postman, so it's assigned already, as you can see here. Okay, so we can use it on our user authorization. We are using access token as a variable, so we don't need to copy paste manually. Just that. Let's try. And now you've got user information. Of course, the corresponding user for that token. Okay. Same way, we're gonna implement the same thing in our bookmark decorator, bookmark controller. Sorry. Okay. First of all, let's implement use got user again. use got okay. From JWT got which is applying to the whole controller. Next, now I'm gonna replace this body ID with our get user. So in this way, it's returning the user ID from our JWT token. Okay? JWT token is validating that user in our database, and then it's returning our user. Next, our got is returning the user ID. This one, our decorator. Sorry, our decorator is returning the user ID from request. I'm passing the field, that field. So user ID here also user, everything which say user ID, I wanna replace it with get user ID. Okay. I'm gonna check if I've got some errors. No. So I can use bookmarks. I don't have any bookmark. I'm gonna create one. I wanna say this one. Create a bookmark. Now I'm gonna return everything. Now I'm gonna return a specific bookmark. In this case, our bookmark 15. Yes, 15. Like this. We can patch that bookmark. I wanna patch it 15 also. Don't forget that. Of course, I wanna show you that is working, because where is our bookmark? This one, 15. Okay, you can show it in Prisma. 15, our bookmark was replaced. LinkedIn profile, which I already sent it here. Okay. Finally, I wanna delete them with deleted bookmark 15. Delete. Okay, it returned nothing. So I gonna refresh. Bookmark 15 has gone. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure that it was for you, and also it's very helpful for you also. Without anything more to say, let's see you in another video.